Hi, today I'm going to look at making a cappuccino using the Sage Barista Touch coffee machine. Now a cappuccino is very similar to all the other milk-based drinks that you can make with this machine, except that the difference is the amount of milk that you use and the texture of the milk that you use. So you're going to use about 3 parts milk to 1 part coffee. We're going to use a double shot of coffee. If you haven't yet managed to get your espresso dialed in, you need to do that first, so have a look at the videos linked in the description below, and that will get you on the right track for getting a good coffee to start with, because you need the good coffee before you can then add in the milk to make the cappuccino. Once you've got that sorted, you can get the machine to do the milk for you, but it won't do as good a job as you can do yourself. I'll show you exactly what to do in a minute. It doesn't really matter which of these settings you use to make a cappuccino. If you select cappuccino, the reason it has this setting is because when it's doing the automatic milk, it remembers the temperature and froth level that it will use automatically. Now, as you're going to be doing it manually, that doesn't make any difference. The downside with using the cappuccino setting is that it'll pour a standard double shot. Now, if you want to make a customized one, you can do. You just press that button there and it comes up with custom, and you'll have to drag this to whatever setting it was when you dialed in your machine. Now you can remember the custom milk setting by clicking Save Custom Setting, and it'll save it as a separate type of drink. So you can do that and make your own one. And to be honest, if you make your own one, it makes sense anyway, because you can use that espresso setting for the base for any of your drinks. So I generally use just this one that I've called breakfast, because I use it every breakfast time. And that just remembers when I dial it in, I put the settings that I've been using. So a 20-second grind at 12 grind size, and it brews for 31 seconds. Every time I change the coffee, I obviously have to adjust that, and over time it does go out a little bit, so you might have to adjust it slightly. But I use this recipe for pretty much everything. And in terms of the milk settings, as you're doing it manually, it doesn't make any difference. So with that in mind then, I'm going to hit grind, I'm going to brew myself a coffee, and I'm going to do the coffee first, and then I'm going to add the milk in afterwards. Now I've got a collar around the basket here just to keep all the grinds in. If you've not got a dosing funnel or a collar, then it's worth pausing halfway through the grinding just to shake it so that the ground coffee stays nicely inside the basket. Now we will just give it a tamp. And we'll brew ourselves some coffee. So we've got a double shot of espresso here. As you can see, it's got a lovely crema on it, and that'll make the base of our cappuccino. Now the next thing to do is add the milk. So we're going to take the jug that comes with the machine, we're going to fill it up to the minimum line. So that is going to give us, it'll expand quite a lot, it'll more than double in volume, which will mean that it'll fill this cup nicely with a nice foamy milk. And what we're going to do is we're going to manually foam the milk. Now to do that, all you do is you raise the milk wand like that. That puts it in manual mode. Then what we'll do is we'll find a cloth and we'll just purge the wand. So we just hit go, let it run for a moment, and then stop. And then we're going to slide the jug all the way up and we're going to tilt halfway between touching the side and parallel, so quarter of a turn. And we're going to have the wand tip submerged in the milk like that. We're going to hit manual. It's going to start the milk spinning round, and then once it's got going, we're just going to lower the jug until the tip of the wand is like that, so just touching the surface of the milk. And we're going to hold it there. And as the milk expands, as air is sort of brought into the milk will get, it'll expand and get bigger. And we're just going to hold that on the surface, so gradually lowering the jug down until the side of the jug becomes too hot to touch, as I'll show you. So up, tilt, make sure it's submerged, hit go. And then lower. And as we go, we're just very slowly lowering the jug down, just to maintain that position of the wand tip on the milk surface. Now you can see here, the milk is almost at the side of the jug, so we're just going to hold it there and not lower it anymore, because we don't want it to come out the side of the jug. Going to keep it there until it's just too hot to touch, and we'll stop it. Give the wand a wipe, and you can see it's expanded from the minimum line all the way up here, and it's a lovely marshmallowy texture. And then we can just pour it into the coffee, into the centre from a few inches above. And as you get towards the end, you just get a lovely sort of monk's head pattern. If you're into chocolate, you can add chocolate on the top. And that will be the best cappuccino you'll drink all day.